Now this is where the magic happens.
The Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl is a statewide celebration of scholarship. This tradition has been testing students' knowledge and highlighting future leaders since 1985. Thank you to everyone who participated in Quiz Bowl this year, and congratulations to those who have made it to the finals here today. Here's a question to get you warmed up. Which U.S. president signed Arkansas into the Union as the 25th state in 1836?
Live from the Arkansas PBS studios in Conway, it's Quiz Bowl 2025. This is a special year for Quiz Bowl and Arkansas PBS. For 40 years, we have partnered to bring to you these Quiz Bowl state championships, and we are so glad that you are with us today to celebrate. Now, 14 teams have worked all season for the right to compete on this, the biggest Quiz Bowl stage here in Arkansas. And it's under these bright television lights that 7 of those teams will be crowned as a state champion. Right now, we have the 7A state championship featuring the Bryant Hornets and the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Science, and the Arts Dolphins. Let's meet the teams.
Hi, my name is Ben Garcia. I'm a senior at Bryant, and I'm the captain. Go Hornets!
Hello, my name is Christian Nash. I'm a junior at Bryant High School, and it's money in the bag, baby. Let's get it.
Hi, I'm Sam Garcia. I'm the school here from Bryant High School, and I'm running off for 3 hours of sleep right now.
Hey, I'm AJ Matthews. I'm a senior at Bryant High School, and don't let them brainwash you. You're not watching Quiz Bowl. You're not watching Arkansas PBS.
Hello, my name's Kendall Twist. I'm a junior, and I'm the only one that cares about sports on my whole team.
Hi, I'm Jackson Kuhn. I'm a senior, and I hope there's an economics lightning round.
Hi, my name's Liv Bauer, but the kids at my Bible study just call me Leviticus. I'm a Bryant High School senior, and I'm very excited to be playing my final game with all of my closest and most incredible friends, and Ben.
Hi, I'm Jess Shelton. I'm a senior at Bryant High School. My favorite number is 9. Hi, Nay, and AJ.
Hi, I'm Carson Maurer, a senior at, you're not gonna believe this, but Bryant High School. Hi, my name's Charlie Denson. I'm a sophomore at Bryant High School. Go Hornets.
Hi, my name is Matthew Hanks. I'm a senior at Bryant High School, and I like math.
Hi, my name is Audrey Johnson. I'm a senior at Bryant High School, and I'm obviously the one who has all the muscle around here, okay?
Hello, I'm Dylan Drennan. I'm a sophomore at Bryant High School, and I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
My name is Will Heatherly. I'm one of the coaches at Bryant High School, and remember, everyone, it's always a great day to be a Hornet.
I'm Amanda McMahon. I'm one of the coaches, and we just hope to keep it 212 today.
Hey, I'm Ridgely. I'm a junior at ASMSA. I like history. Hi, Dad.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Cavan. I'm a junior at ASMSA, and if I had a dream pet, it would be a fox.
Hi, my name is Jacob Klingen. I'm a sophomore at ASMSA, and you're not watching Disney Channel.
Hello, my name's Errol Nagy. I am a junior at ASMSA, and I fight to give all dolphins the cybernetics they deserve.
Hello, my name's Violet Daly. I'm a junior at ASMSA. I like cowboy movies, High Sailor, and Catherine and Priya.
My name's Jacob Lewis, and I mostly do literature, even though I never really learned how to read.
Hi, my name is Zoe Terry, and I like rocks.
I'm Leah Faust. I'm a senior at ASMSA, and I love you, Mama and Shawnee.
Hi, I'm Jackson Whitaker. I like math, even though I have said a deck of cards is uncountably infinite number of combinations on my exams before.
I'm Bert Hollinsworth. I teach chemistry at ASMSA, and I want all you guys back home at the watch party to make some noise.
Hi, I'm Caleb Grisham, and I have the privilege of coaching the quiz ball team at ASMSA. I'm also a math instructor, and go Dolphins.
And there's a look at the hardware that these teams are competing for. Who is going to take home the state championship? Let's find out right now. Let's get started with round one, a 20-question toss-up round. To do that, we're going to turn it over to the quiz master for this match, Josh Adams.
Thank you, Christina. All right, thank you, Christina. First off, congratulations to Bryant and ASMSA for making it to this this final match for you guys, and hope you have a great time. So, if everyone is ready, we can begin round one.
Round one.
All right, here we go. Question one. Galerius called for this group's great persecution that was ASMSA Ridgely.
Christians?
That is correct. Number two. This element is produced when helium and oxygen fuse. With helium, this element was used in the first gas laser. ASMSA, Jacob.
Neon?
That is correct. Number three. Due to this novel's language and depictions of a high school secret society, it has been involved in controversy and censorship ever since its 1974 publication. It follows nonconformist freshman Jerry at Trinity Catholic High School. What is this novel by Robert Cormier, whose title refers to a school fundraiser? Bryant, Christian.
The Bakery?
Is incorrect. ASMSA, Ridgely.
Catcher in the Rye?
It's also incorrect. It is the Chocolate War. This show's protagonist learns that her mother, Eve Song, was best friends with the principal of KISS. That principal in the show is the mother of Yuri. What show follows the love triangle between Yuri, Minho, and its protagonist? We'll call time on that one. That is XO Kitty. Number five. Bacteria named for this acid are primarily responsible for cavities. Via a pyruvate intermediate, the liver converts this acid into glucose via the Cori cycle. What acid produced during ASMSA, Jacob?
Lactic.
Thank you very much for saving me on that one. Number six. A short story titled For These Animals, which precedes The Discourager of Hesitancy, centers on a princess whose lover chooses between two doors, one of which holds a savage beast. ASMSA Ridgely.
The tiger?
It is the tiger. Number seven is a math computation. James has a 3x3 cube made of wooden blocks and decides to paint the surface of the cube. How many blocks, when cut, have less than two faces painted? ASMSA, Jackson.
6.
It is not 6. Bryant, Matthew.
1.
I'm sorry to correct. If you added the two numbers together, you have it 7. Yes. Our next question. Quantity is zero in helium-4 a superfluid? The internal ASMSA, Jacob.
Viscosity?
That's correct. Number 9. In a regular season game in December of 2024, this player threw for over 360 yards in a 48-42 win over the Lions. This player, who attended the University of Wyoming, recently got engaged to Haley Stenfield. Coached by Sean McDermott, what NFL player is the starting quarterback for the Buffalo Bills? ASMSA, Violet.
James.
Not James. Bryant? All right, we'll call time. That's Josh Allen. Number 10 is another math computation. Determine the size of one interior angle in a regular 30-gon. Time is called. It's 168 degrees. Number 11. This artist, born in Moscow in 1866, was one of the pioneers of abstraction in Western art. He eventually moved to Germany, where he painted works including Circles on a Circle and Yellow, Red, Blue. ASMSA, Jacob.
Mondrian?
That is incorrect. In Yellow, Red, Blue. Identify this artist of On White 2 and The Blue Rider. Bryant, Jessica.
Kandinsky?
That is correct. What Kenneth Grahame children's book begins with Mole becoming frustrated with spring cleaning and features his friends Rat and Badger trying to help Mr. Toad with his problems of repeatedly crashing motor vehicles? ASMSA, originally.
Redwall?
Incorrect. We'll call time. That is The Wind in the Willows. It's a fun book. Next question. Fritz Zwicky was the first to hypothesize the existence of this substance, which was confirmed by Vera Rubin's studies of galactic rotation. 85% of the universe's ASMSA, Ridgely.
Dark matter?
That is correct. This goddess turned Tiresias into a woman. ASMSA, Ridgely.
Hera?
That is also correct. This country's third largest city, Ibadan, is the capital of its oil. Bryant, Christian.
Nigeria.
That is correct. Number 16. This philosophical position names a school of ancient philosophers, including Sextus Empiricus, that was founded by Pyrrho. Name this Bryant, Christian.
Pyrrhonicism?
Yes. Could also have accepted skepticism. Number 17. This substance can be classified by the rhesus factor in the art ASMSA. Jacob.
Blood type?
Judges?
Yes.
That's correct. Number 18. Explanations for this effect include group cohesiveness and the diffusion. ASMSA, Ridgely.
Bystander effect?
It is the bystander effect. Very nice. Number 19. The Dutch bats failed to prevent the Srebrenica massacre in this country. The Dayton Peace Accords. ASMSA, Jacob.
Ukraine?
That is incorrect. The Dayton Peace Accords ended a war in what country, home to the Republika Srpska, that is governed from Sarajevo? Bryant, Christian. Got to call a stall for you. It starts Bosnia. And our last question of this quarter, number 20. In this play by Carol Capek, artificial beings, ASMSA, Jacob.
RUR?
RUR is correct. So at the end of this quarter, preliminarily, we have a score of ASMSA 100, Bryant 30. Are there any challenges from either coach? Or substitutions? Yes. All right. Do you have substitutions? Yeah, we have substitutions, but no challenge. So, all right, we'll go to Christina here as we do what we need to do.
Okay, thank you so much, Josh. Now, we are going to cut away briefly to do a bit of Quiz Bowl housekeeping, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this with more.
this month in Passport on the PBS app.
To escape the Nazis, two Jewish brothers emigrate from Germany to a Jewish settlement in Shanghai.
Messenger of the Polish people to their government. Messenger of the Jewish people.
Music was very important in my life. I don't think I would have survived if I didn't have music.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
No cameras, no witnesses.
That was convenient. From the beginning, then.
Welcome!
Hobbin. I like that. Who put him in charge?
Awkward.
Tell us everything.
I trust my team.
Oh, heavens above.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Coast is clear. That was perfect.
And welcome back. Looks like there were no challenges, and ASMSA is in the lead right now, but there's still a lot of Quiz Bowl to play. So let's go back over to the Quiz Master for round 2.
All right. So our second quarter is going to be our bonus round. So we will have toss-ups for both teams, and upon a successful toss-up will be a 4-part category worth 5 points for each of the bonuses. Reminder to both teams, answers must come from the captains. So Bryant, your captain today is going to be Ben, and over here in ASMSA it's going to be Jackson. All right, so with that, let's begin round 2.
Round 4. Round 2.
All right. Almost trying to skip half the game. Here we go. So our first toss-up. This school of psychology was founded by Max Werthermeyer, Kurt Kafka, and Wolfgang Kohler in the early ASMSA. Jacob.
Existentialism.
That is incorrect. In the early 20th century, it was a rejection of the leading structuralist theory at the time, believing that human perceived entire configurations instead of just individual components. What is this theory which believes that an organized whole is more than the sum of its parts? Bryant, Christian.
Holism?
Is also incorrect. It is the Gestalt theory. Okay. Our second toss-up. This state's panhandle contains Lake Pind Ordelay and a city whose French name means heart of the all. ASMSA, Leah.
Louisiana.
Is not Louisiana. What state's panhandle, which also contains the landform Ruby Ridge and the city Coeur d'Alene, is east of Washington? Bryant, Charlie.
Idaho.
It is Idaho. Bryant, you have a bonus category. Your bonus category are stars. Answer the following questions about stars. Ben, with me. Here we go. This star is the center of our solar system.
The sun.
The sun?
The sun is correct. Stars produce energy through this process in their cores, primarily using 2 hydrogen nuclei to produce helium.
Nuclear fusion.
That's correct. As the hydrogen in a star's core is used up, it becomes this type of star that is both larger and lower temperature than younger stars.
Is it red dwarf?
Red dwarf.
That's incorrect. And our fourth one, most stars spend their life in this band of the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram.
Any ideas?
I don't know that one.
Second band, maybe?
Second band.
Also incorrect. When the hydrogen is used up, it becomes a red giant. Right idea, wrong size. And the main sequence is the band that they spend most of their lives on. All right. So our next toss-up is for both teams. Here we go. A strategist in this novel creates the stone sentinel maze and obtains arrows by tricking his enemy with straw dummies on ships. ASMSA, Ridgely.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
That is correct. Nicely done. Your bonus is the American wildfires in 2025. Okay. This state has seen wildfires rage in and around Los Angeles County.
California.
California is correct. President Trump has floated abolishing this government agency, which is responsible for funding disaster relief efforts.
FEMA, yeah.
FEMA.
That is correct. Number 3, this governor of California has been criticized by President Trump for allegedly refusing to provide enough water.
Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom.
That's correct. And number 4, this coastal LA neighborhood, home of the Geta Villa, saw extensive damage due to a namesake fire that also impacted nearby Malibu.
I think it's the Paradise Fires.
Paradise Fires?
That's incorrect. I have the Pacific Palisades fire. Okay. Our next toss-up will be for both teams. Here we go. A scale for this quantity that averages ionization energy and ASMSA, Jacob.
Electronegativity.
That is correct. Nicely done. Your bonus is sculptures in Chicago. Answer these things about famous sculptures in Chicago. Washington Street is home to a sculpture often simply called the Picasso, which was designed by and named for an artist from this country. Spain is correct. This tourist attraction in Millennium Park, which reflects the city's skyline in its oblong stainless steel surface, was created by Anish Kapoor. The bean is correct. Number 3, this artist's sculpture Flamingo, which stands in Chicago's Federal Plaza, was painted using his signature shade of red.
Calder.
Calder is correct. And our 4th one, the University of Chicago houses Nuclear Energy, a mushroom cloud-shaped sculpture by this British modernist sculptor.
Hearst?
Yeah.
Hearst?
No, that one will be Henry Moore. All right, so toss-up for both teams, and this may be our last toss-up of this quarter. Successive examples of these numbers have a ratio approaching 1 plus the square root of 5, all over 2. ASMSA Jackson.
The golden ratio?
That is incorrect, which is known as the golden ratio. A problem involving multiplying rabbits is the origin of what numbers, where every term is the sum of the previous term, named after an Italian mathematician? Bryant Christian.
Fibonacci?
Is the Fibonacci numbers, yes. Your bonus is about the book, The Brave New World. All right. So number 1, in the caste system in Brave New World, this Greek letter designates the highest caste. It is also the first letter of the Greek alphabet.
Alpha.
Correct. Number 2, the world state and all its processes were envisioned by this author of Brave New World.
Huxley.
That's correct. Rather than a dystopian novel, Brave New World begins as a work in this genre, defined as a work created to imitate, comment on, or mock its subjects by means of satirical or ironic imitation.
Satire.
That is not what I have.
Yeah, it's too obvious.
And number 4, a Brave New World, happiness is found by taking this fictional hallucinogen, which Linda is addicted to. John the Savage creates a riot by stopping the distribution of this drug, which takes its name from Vedic traditions.
Soma.
It is Soma. I have parody instead of satire.
Yeah,
All right? And that will be the end of our second quarter. All right. This is the last question for round 2. Do we have any challenges? No challenges on either side. So, to recap the match, we have ASMSA at 150, Bryant at 75. So let's talk some lightning rounds. All right, so here are your categories. Bryant, you will have first choice. Our first category is Who's in Charge Now? Name the country where the following people are the heads of state of government. Or you could take This Category Really Bites. Answer these following questions about vampires. Or I'm on top of the world. Given a mountain that is its highest point in a U.S. state, name the state. All right. So coaches, you may consult with your teams. And while you make your decisions, let's throw it to Christina.
All right, thanks so much. Some interesting choices are being made for that next round. And while those teams strategize, let's take a short break.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
There is no power greater than that of the people!
There will be chaos if this continues.
It's a revolt. Oh no, sire. It's a revolution.
Zukunft der Krone liegt in dir. Da droht ein Bürgerkrieg.
Du spielst mit dem Feuer.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
For more than 50 years, Arkansas PBS has been a trusted resource. Our high-quality programs are seen by viewers in every corner of our state, making on-air sponsorship a solid investment. Aligning your business with Arkansas PBS offers a powerful blend of community engagement, corporate philanthropy, and cause marketing. And our viewers remember and appreciate businesses that support our programs. Contact us today for more information on sponsorship opportunities.
That is utterly remarkable. Whales coming up! Hold on.
This is huge.
Here we go! The more whales you have, the healthier the ocean is.
They're the biggest land animals that have ever existed.
The most special thing is going somewhere that nobody ever has before. It's perfect.
The future of Arkansas PBS, its programs, and its irreplaceable purpose all rest on a strong foundation of community support. Help us continue to impact lives for generations to come. Keep good going with a tax-deductible donation of just $5 a month. Visit myarpbs.org/donate to learn more.
We are back for the lightning round. The teams have made their category choices. So now let's turn it over to our quiz master for round 3.
Thanks, Christina. During our break, Bryant has chosen who's in charge now. So we're talking about our heads of state. And ASMSA has chosen to talk about vampires. So this is a 60-second round, so we will start a 60-second timer to answer 10 questions answered by our captain, and answers must be given within the time. So, Bryant, are you ready?
Yep.
All righty. And with that, let's start round 3.
Round 3.
Our category is Who's in Charge Now? Name the country where the following people are the heads of state or government. All right, here we go. Emmanuel Macron.
France.
Vladimir Zelensky.
Ukraine.
Lula da Silva.
Brazil.
Giorgia Meloni.
Italy.
Olaf Scholz.
Germany.
Javier Milei.
Argentina.
Cyril Ramaphosa.
South Africa.
Anthony Albanese.
Australia.
Claudia Sheinbaum.
Mexico.
Abdel Fattah el-Sisi.
Egypt.
Nicely done. That is a run. For completing a run, Bryant also earns an extra 20 points as a bonus. Well done. ASMSA, your turn to respond. You were going to talk about vampires. This category really bites. Answer the following questions about vampires. You ready? All right, here we go. Animal vampires can turn into, known for their echolocation.
Bats.
Food often said to ward off vampires, which is often...
Garlic.
Yes. Mineral used in cooking and food preservation said to warn off Filipino vampires.
Salt.
Yes. Artist of the song Vampire, which was featured on her album Guts.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Region of Romania where vampires are said to reside.
Transylvania.
The author of Dracula.
Bram Stoker.
Superhero who was killed by his adopted son Dick Grayson in the DC vs. Vampires comic.
Blade.
Yeah, go for it.
Blade.
As no. Marvel Vampire Slayer set to be played by Mahershala Ali in this hero's upcoming movie.
Blade.
Yes. Actress who portrayed the title role in TV series Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yes.
Sarah Michelle
Gellar.
Yes. Father of Richter in the Castlevania series who faces Dracula. He also appears in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Simon.
Sure.
Wait, no.
What did you say?
Simon.
Go ahead.
Simon.
Simon is correct. All right, so I have that ASMSA got 9 of the 10, only missing question 7, which will bounce back to Bryant. So number 7, Ben, here we go. Superhero who is killed by his adoptive son, Dick Grayson, in the DC vs. Vampires comic.
Batman.
It is Batman. All right. So that will do it for the lightning round. Our game has gotten a little bit more close. I have ASMSA at 240 points, Bryant at 205. We will check for challenges and substitutions, and while we do that, let's toss it over to Christina.
All right, thanks so much. Always an exciting round. We will be right back after this short break.
My name is is Jessica Song. I am the Collaboration and Inclusion Coordinator for Cabot Public Schools, and I was named the 2022 Arkansas Teacher of the Year. And I play roller derby here in Central Arkansas for Rocktown Roller Derby. So important to talk about teamwork. I certainly have that support when I play roller derby, and so we think about that as educators. That collaborative approach to education. Arkansas PBS does such a great job of bringing in our educators in this state to be in programming, to be in professional development, and I think that's really great. Teachers enjoy learning from one another, and you'll see that in the Arkansas Ideas. These are Arkansas educators leading this learning, telling their peers how they were successful or to help them in their growth. When we are supporting kids and empowering them both in their academics, but those social skills, learning to collaborate and work together, we are making for a stronger community. And so Arkansas PBS being in the community, hosting these family days, providing just incredible academic resources for families, that is so important, and families are seeking that. They want to know more. They want to help their children, and to be able to have a place that is in our state to go to for those ideas, to have that website, to get videos or quality programming to be able to provide their students is so important. And I believe Arkansas PBS is making a difference every day.
And we're back and ready for the final round between ASMSA and Bryant. So let's get right to it and go over to the quiz master.
Thanks, Christina. We had no challenges over the break. We did have one substitute. Caitlin has joined us for ASMSA. And again, we have a very tight game, and we have 20 toss-ups left to go to determine our 7A state champion. All right, good luck to everybody. And with that, let's start round 4.
Round 4.
All right, our first toss-up, number 1. Gamblers cry out Wafna in a section of this work, which title refers to a medieval poetry collection. In the ASMSA Ridgely.
Canterbury Tales.
That's incorrect. Poetry collection in the Tavern and Court of Love are sections of which cantata by Karl Orff that contains a dramatic setting of O Fortuna. We'll call time on that one. It is Carmina Burana. Question number 2. This character sings the Willow Song before talking to her maid Amelia. This character's handkerchief is planted in Cassio's room to invoke jealousy. ASMSA Violet.
Desdemona.
It is Desdemona. Number 3. This quantity can be measured with the GDP deflator, and is an increase in aggregate demand causes an increase in real output, and this quantity according to the ADAS model. ASMSA Ridgely.
Supply?
Not supply. What quantity measures change in prices? Bryant Christian.
Elasticity?
It's also not elasticity, it is inflation. Wow. Number 4. These plant hormones, which are derived, ASMSA Jacob.
Auxins?
Not what I have. Which are derived from adenine and phenolira and promote lateral growth and shoot growth, are contrasted with auxins, which promote root growth. What plant hormones are named for promoting cell division via cytokinesis? We'll call time, those are cytokinins. Number 5, one of these objects sits on the mantle of a fireplace from which a train ASMSA Ridgely.
Gun?
Not a gun. From which a train emerges in a Rene Magritte painting. In The Persistence of Memory by Salvador Dali, what objects are melting? Bryant Jessica.
Clocks.
They are clocks. Number 6, this man was the victor at the Battle of Flambourg Head, where he commanded the U.S. Bonhomme Richard. The stage, ASMSA Ridgely.
John Paul Jones.
It is John Paul Jones. Number 7, this man and Gustavus Adolphus signed the Treaty of Stolbovo after his country lost the Ingrian War. This ruler was elected by the 1613 Zemsky Sobor. The time of troubles was ended by the accession of what first Romanov Tsar? ASMSA Ridgely.
Michael the First?
Yes. Yes, I can accept that. Number 8. A museum dedicated to this player is located at Montclair State University. Sayings such as, quote, "When you come to a fork in the road, take it," and ASMSA, Ridgely.
Robert Frost.
It is not Robert Frost. And, quote, "It ain't over till it's over," were coined by what baseball player who caught for the Yankees in the 1950s and wore number 8? Bryant, Christian.
Joe DiMaggio?
It's not Joe DiMaggio, it's Yogi Berra. Number 9 is a math non-computational, so be ready for some numbers, but you're only going to have 5 seconds to answer this one. What is the tangent of a 60-degree angle in simplest radical form? ASMSA, Jacob.
Square root of 3.
That is correct. Number 10, with works such as The Wild Duck and Brand, this playwright is the most performed after Shakespeare. Name this Norwegian playwright of Hedda Gabler. Bryant, Jessica.
Ibsen.
It is Ibsen. Number 11, the Abel-Ruffini theorem places limits on the solvability of these functions, which the fundamental theorem of algebra states that. ASMSA, Jacob.
Polynomials.
That's correct. Number 12. One of these objects was the first reversible hydraulic machine and is named after the Greek mathematician Archimedes. Bryant, Christian.
Screw.
That's correct. Number 13. This company is responsible for the trading card Magic: The Gathering. ASMSA, Ridgely.
Wizards of the Coast.
It is Wizards of the Coast. Number 14. The rate of diffusion is inversely proportional to the square root. ASMSA, Jacob.
Molar mass.
Yes. Good job. Number 15. She lives at Satyaloka and rides a white swan. She's the patroness of music and art and is depicted with a veena, a water pot, in a book. Name this Hindu goddess of learning, the consort. ASMSA, Ridgely.
Ganesh.
Not Ganesh. The consort of Brahma. Bryant, Christian.
Lakshmi?
It is not. It is Saraswati. Yeah. 16 is a math computation. Here we go. If a rectangle has an area of 108 centimeters squared and a width of 6 centimeters, what is its perimeter? ASMSA, Jacob.
48 inches.
That's incorrect. Bryant, Charlie.
48 centimeters.
It is 48 centimeters. Yes. Number 17. This animal is the only surviving member of the reptile order Rhynchocephalia. ASMSA, Caitlin.
Komodo dragon.
Not what I have. This animal has a third eye on the top of its head called a parietal eye. Its name is derived from Maori and means peaks of the back, or on the back. What is this lizard-like animal native to New Zealand? Bryant, Christian.
Gila monster?
That's also incorrect. It's a tuatara. Number 18. Utgard Loki tricks Thor into trying to lift one of these animals. ASMSA, Ridgely.
Cat.
It was a cat. It was Asli Jormungandr in disguise. Yeah. Number 19. Boundaries between these objects are called transform convergent. ASMSA, Ridgely.
Tectonic plates.
They are tectonic plates. And our last question of the game. An IRS office in Peoria, Illinois provides the setting of this author's unfinished novel. ASMSA, Ridgely.
David Foster Wallace.
That is correct. Do we have any challenges for either team? Seeing no challenges. It looks like our final score will be ASMSA 340, Bryant 245, which means ASMSA will be our 7A state champion, and Bryant will be our 7A state runner-up. All right, and so with that, we will toss to Christina.
Well, congratulations to both teams. A very good match indeed, and we will be right back. But first, let's take a moment to meet some students we may very well see on this stage in a few years. Here are the 2025 Quiz Bowl Junior High MVPs and High Point players. And welcome back. I'm here with Josh Duggins, president of Arkansas Governors Quiz Bowl Association. Josh, we've got some awards to hand out.
Thank you. So first off, congratulations to both teams on a really, very excellent game. So I have a trophy here for ASMSA, first place.
Here we go, ASMSA, congrats.
And a runner-up trophy for Bryant.
Congrats to Bryant. Excellent, well thank you very much. And Josh, do we know who made this year's all-tournament team?
We actually had a lot of students that qualified for all tournament this year, and I actually got their names written down. So starting with the people that are here, we have Jacob Lewis from ASMSA, Christian Nash, and Ridgely Bond. And Ridgely is also going to be the MVP for the competition this season.
Well, congratulations.
So our other members, the people that are not here, we've got Jeffrey Robinson, who is the high point player. He had the highest average in the state. Olivia Lowry, Cody Goodson, Devin Wynn, Aria Walker, Maddox Lane, Brett Carter, Sumed Kalyankar, Peace Todd, and Cameron Young.
Okay, congratulations to all of them. Round of applause. Wonderful, you guys did a great job. Thank you, Josh, very much. That means that we have 1 down and 6 more matches to go. Up next, we have the 1A state championship with Haas Hall Springdale taking on Armorel Tigers. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Stay right here live on Arkansas PBS.